unboxing and initial use of the brand new OTR 1010 from Garmin on this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that is Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. All right, here it is, Sunday, the 8th of January, 2023. Hey. Anyway, okay, so this is going to be the unboxing of the Garmin OTR 1010. It's the newest version of their OTR series for truckers. And so we're going to do the unboxing of that and then the initial use. So I'll show you some stuff of what I figured out so far and how to use it. So first off, let's go back in time to, what would that have been? Wednesday, January 4th. Okay, so here it is, the Garmin OTR 1010. This is the follow-up to the OTR 1000, which I've had up here, what is it, banging on 3 years now? It's over 2 years I've had it. I used points to buy it when I did. I think that was 2000. Sorry, my nose is itchy. Anyway, I know I used $400 in points and $400 in cash to pay for it. This time my wife gave me $300 for Christmas. My older son gave me $300, basically as a thank you for letting him use the pole barn for his whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing. You know, because I couldn't keep my truck in there. So he gave me that, and then I used the $305 in points I had racked up at TA's and Petros to offset it. I went to go buy it in the Petro in Joplin, Missouri, and they wanted $990 for it. They hiked it up $90 all of a sudden. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not giving you the satisfaction. I checked the Iowa 80 and the Petro Oak Grove, and they were all at $990 also. So I thought, okay, I was heading west in Kansas. I remember this is the TA in Oakley, Kansas. Is an independent TA. They're not a corporate TA. The corporate TAs don't have the 10-inch version. They only have the 8-inch. Okay, so I was like, okay, maybe they still have it for only $900 and they haven't jacked the price up. And they had it for $900. So I went ahead and used my points there and went ahead and bought it. So we're going to do the unboxing of the Garmin Diesel OTR 1010. Okay, so unboxing-wise, not a lot to do with it. We pull out the little tab at the bottom, open her up, and there she is, baby. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's the exact same shape, size, and everything as the OTR 1000. This is just the updated version. So, okay, here's the whole thing. They have their little protective screen on the front. And in the back, it looks exactly like the OTR 1000. You have the magnetic mount thing where it powers it up there. You have the plus and minus for the volume here on the back if you want to do that. On this side, you've got your SD card slot. You got your what is that? So you can plug in. So you can plug into your computer if you need to update. Although it does do updates over Wi-Fi, the OTR 1000 does. So I'm sure the OTR 1010 does, which I really like. And then you got your power switch there. Nothing on the bottom or top. Not a lot to it. There it is. All right, let's see what else is in the box. Stuff you don't need. All right, they do give you a mount that you can screw down. It has screw holes here. I don't know if you can see those right there and down here. So if you want to screw this down, you can. So it will never fall, which is kind of nice. There's one option. They give you a couple options. Here's your standard USB cable. Some screws if you want to screw it down. They even give you the screws for that. How about that? Here's one of those kind of, they have a name for these. I can't remember. It's called some sort of ball mount, but you can use this also. So you can just screw this onto your dash if you'd like and use the ball mount, because that will go into the mount on the back, which is the box part, which is the magnetic part. This is where you actually plug the cable into, because it goes in right there. Okay, so then that way you can just pull the mount down from the magnetic mount and take the GPS with you if you're going to be out of your truck for a while and you don't want somebody to steal your GPS, but you can leave the mount and the power cord connected. That's how that works. That's kind of handy. This is all right now connected to the suction cup mount. That's the way I do it, because I have the suction cup mount against the window, and then I have it sitting on my dash shelf, which is right here. This is where I put my phone and everything.
All right, there it is, sitting on my dash shelf so it won't fall down.
When I'm doing my videos, I literally put my phone in front of my GPS to hold it up to do this view here. But you could use, like I say, this little ball mount thing instead of the suction cup mount that goes right in the back of the magnetic part if you wanted to mount it to your dash. So you have that option. Then, of course, here's the power cord. They give you a really long cord with it. I don't know if it has the same white light as my current one has because I haven't plugged it in. I may end up just using the same power cord I have because it looks like it's all going to connect exactly the same, so I can use the same magnetic mount and everything I have now, and then keep all this as a spare or as backups. Why not? I love having backups. So that's everything that comes in the box. All right, so again, here is the Garmin Diesel OTR 1010. So there's the unboxing. Maybe we'll try the initial use. What do you think? For now, like I say, here's my OTR 1000. All right, it shows me in the Salt Lake area right now. I always use my trip counter for the current trip I'm on for A. For B, I use that for my fuel. It shows my elevation, temperature. You can custom select those. At least you could on the 1000. I'm sure the 1010 is going to be very similar. Here's my 1010. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to literally just pull this one down. All right, there's my magnetic mount right there. It's the exact same mount. So let's try just taking the new one and plopping it into place. All right, and there it goes. I bet you it's going to turn on. Oh, yes, see, there it goes. I'll pull the little screen protector off. Oh, all right, there it is, starting up. So this is a true unboxing, and you can see me in the reflection there holding the camera up. As it starts up, let's see what it does. Okay, it gives you this screen. This is very similar to the OTR 1000. That's a little different. Oop, there we go. Okay, so here's the setup. English. Yes, we want to do that, so we hit start. End user license agreement. Yes, we agree to that. Blah, blah, blah. Garmin use device data such as air logs, location, routing, blah, blah. So vehicle profile. Do you want consent to Garmin collecting data and using your... Yeah, sure, we'll let them do that. Okay. All right, add a network. Okay, I turned the hotspot on my phone, so I'm going to click my hotspot. You can't see me put the password in. Okay, now it says connected, no internet. Maybe because I'm recording video right now, so this might have to wait. Oh no, it says connected. All right, so next. Connect to the Garmin Diesel mobile app to additional features, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's say connect now. It should already be on my phone.
All right, there's the Diesel app. It's showing the thing, and then it's showing where I click on the Garmin Diesel, and there it's showing it is now connected.
All right, so now we're paired, and we say agree. Oh, it looks a little bit different. Select your current vehicle, straight truck, tractor. All right, so we select tractor. Here we put in all the information. Select your trailer configuration. We have one. Max height is 13.6. We set that. Max width, I believe, is 8 feet. Total length, I don't know, 65, sure. Total weight, this is where we're going to put 80,000. We hit next. There's no hazmats right now, so we're going to say next. And there's our configuration. I'll rename that later. We say select. Oh, now it looks a little different. Okay, it says where to. We have the view map. Tractor and no notifications. Up here on the right we have route planner, stop, weather, all that. Oh, let's click on weather. Let's see what happens with that. Current location, Salt Lake City. There it is, 32 degrees. And it's showing what the weather's going to be like the rest of the week. Isn't that handy? Okay, cool. We can go back out of that. All right, so yeah, view map. Your travel history will be used. Your history shown on the device removed after 24 months. Okay, we'll say yes for now. All right, so it looks essentially the same as that shot I showed you earlier of my other one, showing where I'm at. All right, so there it is. So now I'm gonna have to play around with this a little bit and figure it out, but there's the unboxing and initial setup at least. Let's just put in a trip just for shiggles here. Where to? Some points of interest cannot accommodate trucks, fine. Okay. Okay, then it has the list. We have addresses, categories, truck locations. Let's say I want to go to the Sapp Brothers in Cheyenne. So, truck stops. Okay, it's showing where I'm at right now. You hit the little tab up here if you want to select a different kind of place. They scroll down. Different city. So I'm going to type in Cheyenne. Hard to see this as I'm doing it through the phone. Alright, oh, I spelled it wrong. Chey. Oh, and it pops it up there for me, so I hit Cheyenne. I select Cheyenne, Wyoming. Okay, and there are the truck stops. I want the Sapp Brothers. Scroll down. Where is it? There it is right there. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to say go. And it's calculating. Wow, that's fast. Okay, there you go. Volume must not be turned on because I don't hear anything.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Oh, it's very, very quiet. So we need to turn that up. I don't know how to do any of that yet, but all right. So I know on my old one I can just click on that and click on. Oh, that's different. Okay, let's cancel that. This, I think, to see the whole route. There you go. So Salt Lake to Cheyenne. Okay, it's got something called insert. This is where I'm going to have to figure it all out. But like I say, this is just the unboxing and initial use. Okay, so my unboxing and initial use, that was last Wednesday when I was in Salt Lake. Then I got a load I picked up. I guess that was that must have been Tuesday night. I did that initial unboxing part. But then Wednesday I picked up a load that I got going to Cheyenne to get me through the house so I could finally get home to pick up Rusty, restock the truck and all that. I'll talk more about all the loads and everything for those of you following me and want to, or can, care about that. I know a lot of you are right here just only right now for the OTR 1010 and want more updates on that. All right, so then that was Thursday. I got that load, went home, went through the house. I did set up my new Garmin ELD. We'll talk more about that later too. But I have been using the OTR 1010 on my run that I picked up in Cheyenne on Friday, coming out to Vandalia, Dayton area, Ohio. So I've been able to experience some more on the OTR 1010, and I do like a lot of the neat little features it has. So right now I'm actually kind of early for my delivery, so I'm parked here at the Petro in New Paris, Ohio, right at the Indiana-Ohio border, and I'll show you some of the other neat features I found on the OTR 1010 so far. Okay, so right now I'm parked at the Petro, New Paris, and look, you see it gives a real like kind of a Google map view, screenshot view. So you can see there's the truck stops, you can see trucks and everything there. And the neat thing is, see, I'm parked literally right there right now. Of course, it doesn't know that. But you can see the driveway going out and which way you need to go from here. See the empty lot that used to be a truck stop years ago across the street. This is the bird's eye view stuff that the 1010, the 810, the 710 all do. Well, I'm not sure about the 710. I know for sure the 810 and the 1010 do this. Now, if I want to look at where I'm going, I can go over here to the map, and then I can show, I think it's up here, the preview, perhaps, of where I'm going. And then there was something I could hit. I'm trying to remember what it is. Let's see if it's this one here. Oh, no, that's reorder locations. We don't want to do that. But there's some way to see my where I'm heading to. I don't know if I can just click on it. Nope, that wants me to shape things. Okay. There was a way I know I could see, and it'll show me as I'm getting closer. On the main screen, it'll pop up over in this area and show me a picture of like the warehouse I'm going to. And the advantage of that is then you can see like what driveway to turn in. Because drivers, how many times you're heading to a place and the address is like one side of the building, or you don't even see where the trucks are going to go in. So this gives you a lot of help as far as that goes. Okay, I did find out where that was. So to see my destination, see right over here, I've got my trip data up. Normally, you don't have to have that up. You can hit the X and get rid of it. I like having that data up there all the time. You just hit that and go to trip data. That's how you get to it. Now here's the new feature. You touch this right here. See, that pulls up your plan arrival. That's showing me the warehouse of Chewy where I'm going to go deliver here in just a little bit. So it's showing that's the road I come on in on. You can see there, looks like employee parking. See all the trailers on the sides of the building. You can tap on this, and then it brings it up over here and shows previous truck destinations where other trucks have been. You can zoom in a little bit if you want, move it around. look at it a little bit more. All right, so you can see, look, trailers and everything, and that's the top of the warehouse building. You can tell that's for sure employee parking. And I know I've been there before, and here's where the guard shack is right there. So that shows you the bird's eye view. That is the neat new feature on the 1010 that I think is really handy. And then when you're at a place like right now, it shows you the bird's eye view of that. Really helps in navigating. All right, so that bird's eye view thing I think is really, really slick, and that's the reason to upgrade if you'd like to. I mean, is it worth $900? No, Garmin's really damn proud of this thing. It's not worth $900, but I knocked $300 off by using my points. So yeah, any other decent GPS is going to cost you around $600. So the 810 is only $700, and it's exactly the same as this one, just a little bit smaller. But I had the OTR 1000, so I wanted to keep the bigger one, baby. But like I say, that bird's eye view thing I think is awesome. It really does help. Especially when it's night, it'll give you the day look version, so you kind of know where to turn in. That just helps us out. You know, anything we can get to help us out, you know, I'll take. So I think that's really slick. Also, you know, I did pick up my Garmin ELD device, the Garmin E-Log, because I was having so much trouble with that trucking office one we were testing. So I put that in on Thursday night and started using that on this trip. I'm still on paper logs technically, but we're testing the Garmin E-Log, and that looks really cool, and you can use it right here on the OTR 1010. Actually, it'll work with an OTR 1000. I think it'll even work with the OTR or the Diesel 770 and 570 as well. So, and it'll work on the 810 as well as the 1010. But then it's right there, and you can have that screen show up as you're going down in driving mode. Okay, so to see that screen, again, you hit the little lines over here, and see right over here, I picked Garmin E-Log. And then it's going to show my E-Log right there. You see it's up in this window on the side, and it shows right now I'm off duty, how much time I have left. That's counting down your 8-hour or your total time, and on duty hours, and that's right there. If I need to change it, see, I go in and there's my whole log screen.
I haven't seen the Buckeye open on a focus.
Gotta forget to turn the CB off sometime. All right, so there's that, and it's showing a nice grid. It shows what I've been doing. I can scroll down and look at all that. So that's easy to change. If I need to just go back to the main screen, I can go there and check it again. I go up over here, and like right up here, if it'll focus, come on, focus, baby. All right, I need to go back right there. Hang on. Okay, I go up over here. This is how you can change duty status right there. See, it pops up. You have your different options. You can also do it directly from the main screen. I do have a little violation issue with it connecting. I think that's something I need to, when I initially put it in the other night, I had issues with that. If you need to use adverse conditions, you hit that. But then you can verify your logs. I won't go into this too much. You can check out your remaining time right here and look at your actual log if you want to. Or like I say, just hit that and it shows up your grid, how much time you have left, how much is on your week. It's all pretty darn slick. So far, and there's, if you need to do an inspection, you can see all the data details. So that's pretty much how that works so far. On your main screen right here, and you just need to change your duty status, you just tap that, and then you can select, and you can put in a notation too, like break, and then you select, you know, over here on the side, so that would be like to on duty or something if you're doing a pre-trip. And then you just go up there and hit save once you've selected something. I haven't, so I'm just gonna hit cancel. Okay, this is what it looks like while I'm driving. See, I've got my trip stuff on the right. You see I've got my speed down there on the bottom left. My mile marker. Hard to hold this while I'm going, so I just wanted to give you a quick view. And as I get closer, it does automatically zoom in, and especially as you slow down too. All right, here's a good example as you're getting closer to an exit or a turn, how it does zoom in a little bit. You can see it's showing up there, 1.2 miles till my turn. It'll automatically zoom here and zoom in here in a minute. And you can see right there, it shows you what lane you need to be in, which is also pretty cool. You can see you have those 4 arrows. All right, it's telling you there's a sharp curve.
Keep left to I-70 East, then exit right.
Side note, this one is still not loud enough for me, just like the OTR 1000, so I have a Bluetooth speaker right there connected to this.
Take exit 33B on the right to I-75 North.
And you can see it zooming in. It shows me a little picture of the exit right there, which I really like. Okay, also if you tap this button
In
right up
1
here,
3/4 miles, take exit 64 on the right to Northwoods Boulevard, then take the first left.
it shows you remaining route and a percentage. I'm almost there. That little symbol there is showing weather. But of course right now it's sunny. There's no weather to show, but if it was cloudy or rainy, it would show that in that little box right there. So it does kind of a split screen for you. Okay, as I'm getting close, you can see now it automatically puts up the planned arrival area that I was showing you earlier. So that's real handy. Okay, now you can see on the actual GPS part right there on the left, it does have the actual picture of the surroundings, and you can see then where I need to turn in. Very handy. Okay, that's basically just all the stuff I've discovered so far, and just using it a few days. Like I say, the full review will be coming up probably in another 2 to 3 weeks after I've had a chance to really use it, and then I'll give you a full walkthrough of the whole thing. I'll show you, for those of you who are newer to the Garmin GPSs, the truck GPSs, how to program a trip, how to set in locations. They have the shaping feature, which is they've had I think since about the 770 unit, which is really cool. So I'm going to show you all of that and show you exactly how to really use the thing, because the one thing about Garmin, all their stuff doesn't come with a manual. You just got to figure it out yourself. But it is Garmin's in general I like over Rand McNally's. For one, I've tried Rand McNally's years ago. I had a lot of them just break on me. One fell off the window, the screen broke. Another one just quit working on me. So I switched to the Garmin's, and I've liked them. They're a little easier to use, easier just to plan a quick trip or something like that, and you can just put in locations very easily. I really do like that. So we'll go into all the details, and I'll show you exactly how to use it all in the next video. All right, for those of you who give a crap less about where I'm at and what's going on, yeah, when I started that video, I was in Salt Lake City. I picked up a load of stuff going to the Walmart distribution center in Cheyenne for a Thursday AM delivery. After I booked the load late Wednesday night, then Thursday I look at the road conditions again, and I-80 shut down again. Really? And so I'm like, okay, well I'll just go pick up the load and we'll see what happens. Went over and I picked up the load, got loaded, and I checked again. They opened the road. So I'm like, okay, I gotta book. I gotta go as fast as I can. Well, not as fast as I can. You know, I'm being safe. I have my own little rule. I usually never go over 2 to 3 miles over the speed limit, because I don't like to get hassled. So that always keeps me in check. And there's always some other truck willing to speed past me. So they'll get the attention of the cops. What do you think? So anyway, they opened it up. I made it to about Sinclair, Wyoming. Pulled off on the off-ramp, and I just cooked up some, something to eat for lunch. I can't remember what it was at that point. I'd been doing a lot of overnight driving, and got going again. And just as I started moving again, I looked at the road conditions, and they had shut down the road behind me. So I'm like, oh, well, thank God I got as far as I did. If I had stopped an hour earlier to eat, they would have shut down the road, put down the gates. I would have been screwed. But I went ahead and got going, and I was able to make it to just before the Walmart distribution center in Cheyenne, a little truck parking area that Wyoming put in, and stayed there 15 miles away. Got in there Friday morning, was able to deliver. That all went well. And then I got to go home. Then I took a little nap because I'd been up all night. And then I spent all day Friday, or Thursday, that is, I'm sorry. Well, so, you know, I went out to dinner with my wife and stuff, and then Friday, then I had another load. Friday, picking up at Precious Cat again, going over here to the Chewy in Vandalia, Ohio, which is where I just delivered today. Today being Sunday, the 8th. And so on Friday morning, I went over and picked that up. Then I went back home, and I finished loading the truck because I didn't have a chance to get it all done on Thursday. So I got the truck all completely reloaded. I was able to pick up Rusty, get everything ready to go, and then left late Friday night. And then I spent the last 2 nights driving overnight. I made it to a rest area in Missouri. I guess that would have been Saturday morning. Yeah. And then Saturday night, drove on through here to Vandalia, Ohio. Now, what I didn't know is I looked at the weather before, and there wasn't really much of anything predicted. They just said, oh, a slight chance of flurries, maybe an inch or so, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't worried about it. I get out there, and during the middle of the night in Missouri, I pass Chillicothe, Missouri, and look what I run into. There's like 3 or 4 inches of snow on the road. They hadn't treated the road. The plows weren't out because obviously this was unpredicted. And I needed to pretty much max out my clock to make it to my delivery and then come over here to find some place to park. And that's where I am now. I'm in the Fuel Mart in South Vienna, Ohio. So I had to enact the adverse conditions rule so that I could go ahead and make it to my delivery, which I did, and delivered it Chewy. Once I got, it was still bad. It was all across the rest of Missouri, most of Illinois, snow just coming down, giant flakes, and all that. But once I finally got into Indiana, everything was okay. Was able to make my delivery today, and so now here I am, so I can finish this video. And I'm in, like I say, South Vienna, Ohio. I think it's exit 65 or something like that. I want to say 64 off I-70. A little fuel mart. They only have about 8 truck spots, but I like it because there's not many trucks here. It's a good place to park. Grass for Rusty. Got to take care of him, you know. And it's really nice having Rusty back in the truck. He's been very happy. My wife said the whole week I was gone, whenever she took him out, he kept walking over to the pole barn looking for the truck, looking for me. So, you know, we're a team, baby. We're a team. So good to have us back together. So, of course, you'll see Rusty here in the end. So tomorrow the plan is just try to find a load, a good one here, now that I'm in a good spot again. I got paid really well for that load from Salt Lake to Cheyenne. The load from Cheyenne to out here didn't pay all that well, but puts me in a good area. So overall, I should be doing okay. So we're going to start searching the boards tomorrow and see what we can find. And hopefully make some cash. What do you think? Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yeah, just pretty much the unboxing and initial use of the Garmin. We'll have, of course, a full review coming up probably in 2 to 3 weeks once I get to figure out all the stuff on it. Not a lot of big changes from the last one, but a few here and there. So I'll do my full review coming up probably in, like I say, a week or 2. Does that sound good to you? Does that work for your schedule, Rusty? All right. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. I get your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. There's Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, where I put Rusty stuff. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Well, it's a well-known fact, Stonington. You see, there's a secret society of the 5 wealthiest people in the world known as the Pentaveret, who meet tri-annually at this secret mansion in Colorado known as the Meadows. All right, there it is. Where is it going? Oh, there you go. Oh, it's in your brand new pet bed. Yep, Junior sent that a few months back. So yeah, this is a stylish one. See, it even has a little leather label. Bed Sure Comfort Pet. Comfy Pet. This one's a fancy one that Junior sent us. Yeah, we finally got a chance to use it. So I put the cheap one back up top for the backup. This one, the cushion even comes up separately. How about that? But yep, Rusty loves it. He's already tried it. So thank you, Junior. I've got more stuff that Junior and Connie has sent to talk about in the next video. They sent me for Christmas, and me and Rusty. So there you go. All right, Rusty. I think you. Oh, I see a little piece right there. There you go. I think you got it, buddy. Here, look.